Phil Jackson has 13 NBA championship rings, 11 as a head coach with the Bulls and Lakers, 2 as a player with the New York Knicks. Right now, he's the boss of the front office with the Knickerbockers, and he has reportedly at least listened to trade offers from other NBA teams calling about their best player, Kristaps Porzingis. Remember, Porzingis skipped team exit meetings after a great season individually, but a rough season for the New York Knicks as a team. He was the 4th overall pick in the 2015 NBA draft. He's one of the bright young stars in the NBA. Overreaction or not, trading Porzingis would ruin Phil Jackson's legacy, even those 13 rings he has on all of his fingers and toes.
Complete overreaction. Come on, we're not going to remember Phil Jackson as the executive. I'm sorry. Well, by the way, it hasn't been pretty, right? We're going to remember him as a head coach. You know, you go back to those Bulls and Lakers teams, he was not making personnel decisions. So we're going to remember him as a great head coach. Probably the greatest in the history of the NBA because of what he was able to do with some unbelievable talent. Now, assembling that talent has been a completely different story in New York as far as putting together the right pieces.
Sure.
But the one thing he has done well was to draft Porzingis. So I do believe that they're listening, but I think the probability of them dumping him is literally 0.0. But if you're going to make an unbelievable, yeah, we'll trade you.
Godfather offer.
Herschel Walker offer, I actually think he would trade him.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be something that, off the top of my head, a starter and or an all-star plus multiple high draft picks, first round. I mean, it'd have to be something that I can replace Porzingis right away with a player who is almost as good, have another depth-type player to come along and be an immediate impact player, and then have the ability down the line to draft 2 or 3 future impact players. It have to be something crazy like that.
Right, and I don't think that's going to happen because we've seen the Herschel Walker trade and how that worked out, obviously, for the Cowboys and for the Vikings on the flip side. But I think if you're a GM, if you're a president of basketball operations, you owe your organization that phone call to Phil.
Oh, yeah.
Why not? Hey, Phil, how about we give you 1 first-rounder and a backup center? No? See if you can maybe
schmooze a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It seems like Phil Jackson's not really the sharpest knife as far as making these moves, but the likelihood of Porzingis out of New York, I actually think they created this whole Porzingis buzz.
Yeah?
Just to create a buzz about the Knicks.
So people are talking about the Knicks.
That's all it is.
People are tweeting about the Knicks.
Good press,
gotta stay
bad
relevant.
press, yeah.
Because out on the West Coast, everyone's buzzing about the Lakers after they made a deal and they're freeing up money to bring in LeBron and Paul George.
Think about this. If we're not talking about Porzingis, what else are we talking about Knicks-wise? We're not talking at all about their draft pick. Yeah. I think they put this out there. I think it's a plant job.
Share with us your thoughts. Use the hashtag #TheRally and join the conversation. Tim going to share his thoughts on Dwight Howard getting dealt away from Atlanta to the Charlotte Hornets. Search Dwight Howard on your favorite 120 platform and find that conversation waiting on demand.